Once SynDeck IMO Epoxy Colored Series has cured, it's time to mix and apply SynDeck IMO Epoxy SS5000 Clear and add partial flake. Ensure that both containers are at or near ambient temperature prior to mixing. Open SynDeck IMO Epoxy Part A resin and mechanically mix at medium speed for 1 minute. Notice how the Part A resin is partially filled so that it can accept the content of the Part B hardener. That means that no new containers are needed. Cutting a hole in the chine or lip of the Part B container will help with material transfer. Transfer the Part B hardener into the previously mixed Part A resin. Using a spatula along with the previously cut chine will help with transfer efficiency. Blend both components together at medium speed for 1 to 2 minutes. Try not to introduce any air into the epoxy while mixing. Ensure that you have all necessary equipment prior to application. No induction time is needed, so you can use IMO epoxy immediately after mixing. Transfer the mixed contents into a paint tray. Using a high-quality 3/8 inch nap roller cover, saturate the roller and begin spreading the epoxy over the intended working area at a thickness of 3 to 5 mils. Continue spreading SynDeck IMO epoxy over the area to be coated. Once the floor has a thin film of IMO epoxy clear, you can perform a partial broadcast of flake. We recommend that you perform the flake broadcast into the clear epoxy rather than colored epoxy for a primary reason. Flake mistakes. Mistakes can quickly and effectively be fixed by scraping up the area with a tool, such as a trowel or a spatula. Carefully remove and discard the flake as it now has epoxy on it. Reapply IMO epoxy clear over the repaired area and continue with your favorite flake technique. Once you're satisfied with the partial flake application, all you have to do is to encapsulate and seal the flaked floor. This can immediately be done with the same IMO epoxy that was mixed earlier, depending on how much time has passed. Saturate the roller and apply the epoxy at 3 to 5 mils over the flake. This will help push the flake down onto the surface and seal the entire floor. Keep in mind that this process will only work for partial flake applications. This is not intended or recommended for full flake applications.